Many boys and girls make puppets and have fun playing them. Here is a musician leading his orchestra. This puppet was made by Ruth Ann. Clowns are fun to make, too. Would you like to see how to make a puppet? There are three main parts to this puppet: the head, the hands, and the dress. We will start out by making the head of our next puppet from a solid piece of plasticine. The neck should be small to fit the second finger. Make a ridge in this way. This ridge will hold the puppet's dress in place. Shape a nose in the middle of the puppet's head. Now make the eye sockets by pressing down. Make the mouth in this way. We will need to make the features of the face stand out, so we will put coils of the plasticine around the mouth and around the eyes. Rolled balls can be used for the eyes. Coils can also be used for ears. Now the head is ready to be covered. This form is made just to build the puppet's head on. Now I will show you how to build the paper head. First, you'll need to tear the newspaper. With your finger, spread the paste on paper plasticine. Cover the head this way. This is the first covering. Broad strips will cover the neck and back. Use narrow strips to cover the eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. Use a small stick to place the paper around the eyes and mouth. Be sure to cover the ridge around the neck, but do not put strips of paper on the bottom. This is the way the puppet's head will look after you have finished the first covering. The second layer of paper should be a torn green sheet. Green or colored paper is used so you will know when you have covered the head completely. The first layer does not need to be dry, so start right in pasting the green strips on the head. Now repeat the covering with torn strips of paper toweling. Do it just as you did the newspaper and green sheet. To make the puppet's head real strong, we can repeat these three coverings again. The fourth will be of newspaper. The fifth of green sheet. And the sixth of paper toweling. Next, shape the hand of your puppet like a mitt. Make a ridge at the wrist. This ridge will hold the puppet's sleeve in place. The mitt should fit the thumb of your hand like this. Make the second hand the same way, but make it fit the third finger. This is done so that the head can be placed on the second finger in this way. Now cover the hands with 6 layers of torn paper strips, the same way you did with the head. Be sure to cover the ridge, but do not cover the end of the mitt. The second covering will be the green sheet, and the third paper toweling. The fourth covering on the puppet's hand will be of newspaper, and the fifth of green sheet, and the sixth paper toweling. Now cover the second hand the same way you covered the first hand. Let the head and hands dry for at least 2 days. After the head is dry, cut it open beside the ears. Take the plasticine out and fit the two parts of the head together. Paste 3 layers of paper toweling crosswise to join these parts. Continue pasting strips of toweling on top and side of the head. After the hands are dry, cut them open lengthwise at the thumb. Then take the plasticine out of the hands. Fit the two parts together. Place 3 layers of paper toweling crosswise to join the parts. Now it is time to paint the puppet. Use poster paint. You can use any color that you choose. It is easier to paint the head and hands at the same time. Paint in the eyes and mouth. Have fun when you paint the face of your puppet. Create new colors and ideas to show expression. Many materials are used for hair: cotton string, wool yarn, or raffia. Try several on your puppet to see which you like best. Let's see how we make hair out of yarn by sewing it through the middle of each strand. Put paste on the head. Place hair on top of the head. Cut a paper pattern for the dress of your puppet. Be sure it is long enough to reach your elbow and wide enough to give room to play your puppet. Create your own collars, hats, belts, or jackets to complete your puppet. Next, take a piece of cloth about 2 feet long and 1 foot wide and fold. Pin the pattern on the material with the neck at the fold. Cut around the pattern. Sew up both sides of the dress. The bottom is left open for your arm to play your puppet. Fold back a cuff at the sleeve and sew. Place a gathering string through this cuff to hold the puppet's hand in place. Fold back the neck edge and sew. Place a drawstring in this fold so it can be gathered around the puppet's neck. Turn the dress right side out. Place the head in the neck of the dress. Draw the string and tie. Place the hand in the sleeve and pull the gathering string to fit. Elastic thread can be used as well as ordinary string. Here is the complete puppet ready to act on the puppet stage. Now let's see the front of the stage. Learn to move your puppet easily and use interesting colors and materials in making your puppets dress. Puppets make people of other lands seem more real to us. Many different kinds can be made. Make puppets to help you play out stories, poems, songs, and dances, or your own plots and interesting things that happen. You see how easy it will be for you to make your own puppet and have a show. What kind of a puppet will you make?